Welcome to My Project Ideas. This is an ongoing series on SAP top projects, and in this video we'll learn top SAP UI5 projects. This list we have curated is for SAP UI5 developers and business guys. So in this list we can understand that what all perspective of UI5 development is there and what all a developer needs to learn to improve in this respective areas. So the very first topic is custom SAP Fiori app development. So certainly, whenever a developer starts learning SAP UI5, the developer starts with creating custom applications using Web IDE or Business Application Studio or even in Eclipse, right? And those are something that are covered in this particular project. So from creating SAP UI5 application using SAP UI5 library, then to creating a Fiori applications and then deploying those Fiori application either into Cloud Foundry or either into the backend app repository. So the second set of project that we can focus here is SAP UI5 theming and branding. So whenever you create a SAP UI5 application, you create using the default theme provided by SAP, right? So it is either the Bleeze or it's something quads. So those theme settings you do in index file. And in case a particular customer requires their own branding, that is something also you can do. So particularly you have to use SAP theming and branding system, and that theming and branding will apply the color coding to the entire application. So whatever we are going to discuss in this particular video, those links are also added in the description of the video. So you can visit that link. You can see all the project that we are going to discuss is mentioned there. And also we have mentioned entire project development articles there. So go through it to learn these projects. So the third one is SAP UI5 performance optimization. So when we say performance optimization, so a lot of things a developer can do. He can or she can reduce the unwanted codes. She can reduce the way, change the way the components are loaded, and make the entire application load fast. So those steps are also mentioned in this the article that we have shared within the description of the video. So do visit the article and learn more about these projects. So the fourth type of project that a developer has to do is like integration with backend systems. So creating application is very easy, right? But then we have to do something called OData connections, connecting to S4 HANA on premise, connecting to third party APIs. So for this we need destination setups, right? So this is another type of project that day to day we have to learn and implement. The next one is responsive design for SAP UI5. So this project involves making SAP UI5 application responsive and accessible across multiple devices, including desktop, tablets, and smartphones. For that, you need to use some certain libraries like SAP.m, which is by default responsive design library, right? The next set of project is SAP UI5 accessibility compliance. So this project involves ensuring that SAP UI5 applications are compliant with accessibility standards. So that is called like web content accessibility guidelines is something that is designed already, and we need to use those compliances to make our website accessible to the users with disabilities. So when we discuss those things, like suppose a blind person visits your site, that person has to run some softwares that can read your website, and that software reads out each and every component. But to make that software read your website, you have to enable a few features. So those are something that land under accessibility compliance. So this is also one area that a developer has to focus. Then we have something called SAP UI5 extension development. So when we say extension development, it means either you can extend your application in terms of data model, or you can extend single component of the project. So many times a developer will be joining a company where the product will be already in place, and the developer would be asked to extend certain components. So for those where the functionality is existing and you need to expand those functionality, those are the projects also something a developer must learn. The next one is SAP UI5 migration and upgrade. So this project involves migrating or upgrading existing SAP UI5 applications to newer versions or platforms while ensuring that they continue to function seamlessly. It means suppose your UI5 application was developed 5 years back, right? And many of the components do not exist anymore. So in that use case, if you do change the library version, your application might crash. Again, if the application is running using the older version URLs, the application might be even crashing. So in those use cases, even one way is like fixing it by downloading the library and keeping everything in local, or changing the component based upon the latest version. The next one is SAP UI5 testing and quality assurance. So this project involves, testing UI5 applications using different testing services available in the market, like Oppa 5 is there and other features are there. And this will ensure that the websites are free from errors, meet performance standards, and deliver an optimal user experience. So either a developer or either a QA guy will have to perform these testings, right? So this is also one set of project that every developer must know, so that he or she is better in their coding delivery. And the last one is SAP UI5 mobile app development. So this project involves developing mobile applications using SAP UI5. So SAP UI5 has recently launched a mobile application that is available in both iOS and Android. And there, even your particular UI5 application can be launched at mobile applications, right? So to provide those features to users, you have to optimize your experience such that every element that you create is accessible on small phones. So this is also one type of project that every developer must know. So we believe this video was helpful for you to learn the different type of projects available in the market and where you are lacking and where you need to enhance your knowledge. So we'll meet again in the next video. Thank you very much.